Imagine waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning. In the dead silence of your bedroom, you sense a heavy, motionless presence at the foot of your bed. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you see them. Two glowing, phosphorescent orbs fixed intently on your face. Most people laugh this off, calling it creepy cat energy, or assuming their pet is simply impatient for an early breakfast. But the reality behind that midnight gaze is far more profound, and perhaps a bit more unsettling than you realize. Your cat isn't just waiting for kibble. They are performing a biological measurement. They are tracking the rhythm of your heart, the cadence of your breathing, and the subtle chemical shifts in your scent as you drift between sleep cycles. To the rest of the world, you are a person with a name and a social identity. But to your cat, you are an ancient entity they have spent every waking second analyzing since the moment you brought them home. Most people believe the prevailing myth that cats are aloof, independent loners who only tolerate human presence for material gain. We have been conditioned to think that dogs are the emotional ones, while cats are merely sophisticated roommates who don't pay rent. However, this is a massive oversight in our understanding of feline neurobiology. Recent studies are beginning to reveal that cats experience social bonding in a way that is far more intense and strategically complex than we ever imagined. They don't use the loud, obvious language of domestic dogs. Their language is silent, woven into the shadows and pheromones. If you don't know exactly what to look for, you are likely missing the most profound emotional connection of your life. In fact, there is one specific behavior, something most owners find intrusive or annoying, that is the ultimate proof that you are their chosen one. We will decode that mystery soon, but first, we must understand the silent sentry standing at your bathroom door. Number 1, the Tactical Sentry. Think about the way your cat insists on following you into the bathroom. You try to close the door, and within seconds, a tiny paw slides under the crack, or they sit outside, letting out a low, persistent meow. Most people dismiss this as simple curiosity or a cat's legendary hatred of closed doors, but that's not the real reason. In the wild, a feline is at its most vulnerable when it is performing its private business. It is the specific moment a predator is most likely to strike. By following you into that small room, your cat is actually performing a sentry duty. They believe that because you are part of their colony, they must watch your back while your guard is down. Most people never notice this, but if your cat sits with their back to you while you're in there, they aren't being indifferent. They are literally acting as your bodyguard. They are scanning the environment for threats that don't exist, simply because they have decided your life is a resource worth protecting. And it gets even more interesting when you realize they only perform this high-stakes security detail for the one specific person they trust above all others. But that's just the beginning of how they monitor your survival. Number 2, the Biscuits Regression. When you finally settle onto the couch, your cat might jump up and start kneading your lap with their paws. We call it making biscuits, a cozy habit we assume is just a leftover quirk from kittenhood. While the biological root lies in stimulating milk flow from a mother, the psychological implication for an adult predator is staggering. When an adult cat performs this on you, they are entering a state of total psychological regression. They are effectively rewiring their brain to feel as safe as they did in the womb. In the brutal, high-alert world of a feline, showing this kind of vulnerability is usually a death wish. If your cat chooses your lap for their bakery, they aren't just looking for a soft surface. But here's the strange part most people never notice. They are marking you with the secret scent glands embedded in their paws. They are claiming ownership of your physical body. To them, you aren't just a friend, you are a living territory that provides life. You are the source. And it gets even more mysterious when they combine this with the most silent weapon in their arsenal. Number 3, the weapon of trust. You catch their eye from across the room. They don't look away. Instead, they slowly, deliberately close and open their eyes. Humans call this a cat kiss. But that is a simplified version of a complex tactical surrender. In the feline world, prolonged eye contact is a weapon of dominance. It is what a predator does seconds before the strike. By slowly closing their eyes in your presence, your cat is doing something radical and counterintuitive to their survival. They are intentionally blinding themselves. They are communicating a message of absolute trust. I am safe enough in your presence to turn off my primary defense mechanism. Most people never notice the weight of this moment, but if you blink back and they repeat it, you've just engaged in a conversation in an ancient silent language. You've both agreed that within the walls of your home, the cold rules of the wild are suspended. But that's not the real reason they do it so often with you and almost never with house guests. It's because they've spent months mapping your facial expressions, and they've realized this specific movement triggers a hit of oxytocin in both of your brains. They are literally hacking your biology to deepen the bond. If you've noticed your cat performing these silent rituals, you've entered a rare level of connection. You should like and subscribe to the channel. Most owners completely miss these psychological markers, but you're starting to see the truth. Number 4, the chemical tether. Have you ever wondered why your cat seems determined to trip you up every time you walk into the kitchen? They weave between your legs, rubbing their cheeks and flanks against your shins until you almost lose your balance. Most people think the cat is just being impatient for dinner, but that's not the real reason. This behavior is a ritual called aloe rubbing. In the wild, when members of a cat pride return from a hunt, they rub their bodies against each other to create a group scent. It is a chemical handshake, a way of declaring that we belong to the same soul. When your cat weaves between your legs, they are wrapping you in their identity. They are taking the scent of the outside world off your clothes and replacing it with their own pheromones. Most people never notice this, but your cat is ensuring that no matter where you go, you carry the smell of home with you. They are marking you so that any other predator or rival knows exactly who you belong to. It is an invisible chemical tether that keeps you connected even when you are miles apart. Number 5, the vital monitor. There is a reason your cat chooses to sleep specifically next to your head or directly on your chest, despite having expensive beds of their own. Most owners think it's just for the body heat. While a cat's body temperature is naturally higher than ours, the real reason is deeply psychological. Your head is where your scent and your life signals are most concentrated. It is where your breath and your unique chemical signature originate. By sleeping near your face, your cat is syncing their nervous system with yours. They are listening to the rhythm of your heart and the expansion of your lungs. Most people never notice this, but they are monitoring your vital signs while you are in your most vulnerable state of unconsciousness. In their eyes, you are the most important member of the pride, but also the most dangerously deep sleeper. They aren't just napping, they are guarding the alpha of their world from the terrors of the night. It gets even more interesting. They choose your head because it is the part of you that moves the least, making it the perfect tactical watchtower. Number 6, the failed hunter theory. One of the most misunderstood behaviors is the gift. You wake up to find a toy, a piece of string, or a dead moth on your rug. Your instinct is to be grossed out or to scold them. But this is a profound error in communication. This is one of the highest honors in the animal kingdom, but not because they think you'll enjoy the toy. It's actually because they think you are a terrible hunter. Most people never notice this, but your cat has watched you for years. They've seen you walk into the kitchen and emerge with food, but they have never actually witnessed you catch anything. In the mind of a feline, this is terrifying. To them, you are a massive, clumsy kitten who doesn't know how to survive. When they bring you a gift, they are trying to teach you how to eat. They are sharing their resources because they don't want you to starve. It is an act of deep, sacrificial empathy. They are saying, "I've got you, I will provide for us." Number 7, the emotional mirror. And have you ever seen your cat stare intensely at a blank wall or suddenly react to something in the corner of the room that isn't there? Humans joke about ghosts, but the biological reality is far more fascinating. Cats possess a specialized organ called the vomeronasal organ in the roof of their mouth. When they leave their mouth slightly open after sniffing, the Fleeman response, they are literally tasting the chemical composition of the air. If your cat stares at you this way, they are reading your internal emotional state. They can literally smell the cortisol of your stress or the adrenaline of your fear. Most people never notice this, but if your cat becomes extra clingy when you've had a bad day, it's not a coincidence. They tasted your sadness in the air before you even realized you were upset. They are responding to a chemical SOS that your body sent out, providing comfort before you even knew you needed it. Number 8, the final reveal. You are not human. As we peel back these layers, a shocking truth emerges. Everything we've discussed points toward one single mind-shifting realization. Your cat does not see you as a human.
To a dog, you are a god, but to a cat, the concept of a human or a different species simply does not exist. When your cat looks at you, they don't see a two-legged primate who pays the bills. They see you as a large, clumsy, strangely hairless cat. Because you provide the food and safety, your cat has entered a state of perpetual kittenhood with you.
They continue to meow, a sound adult cats almost never use with each other, only with their mothers. They continue to need your lap as if you were their nursing queen. You aren't their owner. You are their surrogate mother, their protective sibling, and their safe territory all rolled into one. You are the only fixed point in their high-alert universe. The midnight stare we mentioned at the beginning, it wasn't a threat. It was a check-in. They were monitoring the heartbeat of their world. They were making sure that their giant, hairless mother was still breathing. The next time your cat does something strange, stop and look closer. They are speaking to you in a language that predates human civilization. You aren't just a cat owner. You are the guardian of a 10,000-year-old mystery. Sleep well, your sentry is on duty.